is Cindy Steenekamp. I'm a senior lecturer in the Department of Political Science at Stellenbosch University. At the undergraduate level, I teach political behaviour to the second-year cohort, and at the postgrad level, I teach an introduction to quantitative research skills. Democracy is a form of government where political power is vested in the people. It's for the people, by the people. We empower and we entrust elected officials to govern on our behalf. They serve their citizens, who are their constituents, and they represent their needs and their wants in public policy. But how do these policymakers, politicians, elected officials, and governments know what ordinary citizens value and prioritise? And one of the answers is through public opinion surveys. My research forms part of the International World Values Survey. This is the largest study on social, economic, political, cultural, as well as religious values in the world. As the principal investigator in South Africa, I am responsible for mapping and tracking ordinary South Africans' attitudes towards democracy, political participation, trust in institutions, whether they be state or non-state, religious values, identity, family values, and culture. My research focuses on a number of core questions. The first thing I want to do is to really understand the extent to which South Africans' changing values, opinions, and behaviour are promoting democracy, are strengthening our democratic resilience. It's reducing inequality, but also promoting economic growth. I examine whether these changes and shifts stem from individual transformations, or whether it's a result of generational changes, or perhaps other structural factors. Of course, I also want to understand some of the very many paradoxes that exist in contemporary South African society. How is it that we can have such high democratic ideals that coexist with such pervasive levels of inequality? And of course, I do this all by trying to situate these findings within the broader global context of debates around democratization, modernization, as well as social change. The data that's generated from this research project has many tangible benefits for society. This type of quantitative research provides governments and policymakers, as well as civil society, international organizations, with reliable, nationally representative data that is needed to strengthen democratic institutions, to foster social cohesion, and also address inequality in South Africa. This research serves, on the one hand, as a national resource to improve and to strengthen our democracy, but on the other, it also serves as a very vital contribution to comparative social science and policy making worldwide. What motivates me is numbers. Numbers don't lie. Numbers are objective. They're quantitative. You can remove all bias from numbers. But I think more importantly, I love the story that these numbers tell us. This data allows us not only descriptively to describe the values and behaviours of the South African citizens, but we're also able to test really complex phenomenon and hypotheses that drive South Africans and motivate them to participate in the political system the way that they do. I believe that this public opinion survey data gives a voice to all South Africans. It's really important that public policy represents the values and priorities of the citizens that it serves. Because coupled with that, public resources can then be more effectively distributed to the areas that are most marginalized.